Now we're going to talk about Suffolk County Class C and Class D, where we feel as though the playoff picture is going to shape up, who's going to be ranked where, who's playing who, and who are our favorites. So let's start with the C's. So we have Islip as the unanimous 1 seed, being that they were undefeated in conference this year, playing the winner of the 4-5 game. At 4, we have Sayville playing number 5, West Hampton Beach. And then our 3 seed is going to be Shoreham Wading River. They're going to be playing Mount Sinai, which we feel as though is the number 2. So that's your semifinal game. So only 5 teams making the playoffs here in Suffolk County Class C. Coach Wink, who's your favorite to win this?
I got to go with what I had at the beginning of the season. Even though Mount Sinai has surprised me how tough they played Islip, and Islip losing to East Islip opened some eyes. East Islip was a good team, but I got to put my money on Islip. I think Islip, if they stay healthy, could be in the state finals, playing either JV or Homer. So that's what I see. Mount Sinai is very, very good. Shoreham's young. Shoreham's talented, but they're young. Their best kids are sophomores. Usually you don't win county championships that way.
Mm-hmm. Where do you see Islip being the strongest in terms of the makeup of their team and their players?
They have a really good face-off kid, the kid Barry going to Albany, very good face-off kid. They have arguably one of the best middies in the county in Biankowski, kid going to Army. The sophomore, Joe Jerkerkiss. It's a great
Close
name.
enough, yeah.
Yeah.
All-name team.
That's an all-name team, and I think it's also a kid who should be playing linebacker somewhere.
Yeah.
Their attack is very, very good. Atlas on the left side. The kid who nobody knows alive but has 70 points is Chris Giuliani.
Great goal scorer.
Yeah, puts the ball in the net, had 7 against Shoreham.
How about Mount Sinai's team? We haven't personally seen them play yet this year, but I've heard nothing but good things about some of their talent. Again, they got some young talent. They got some good senior players, starting with the goaltending position, a really good kid that's heading off to play at Jacksonville. A team that only recruits quality goalies, so that kid's good. But they also got some really kids. You got the Spallina boy stepping up, contributing big time this year as a reclassed. He's an 8th grader, rising freshman, right? So, Mount Sinai, do you think they can kind of make some noise here, potentially, upset Islip, or do you think there's too much firepower there?
Yeah, I think they could. I think they could. I think, things have to go their way. I mean, both teams are well coached. Both teams have a lot of talent. Being that they're both small schools, obviously they're not deep. So a lot of times it comes down to if somebody gets injured, if someone's sick. So, that plays a big factor in these type of games when you don't have a deep bench. So I think from that perspective, I think they got to keep the kids in bubbles until that game day. But I think that's the one game that I'd want to see.
Yeah, and I think a big factor here that not a lot of people are talking about, right? This county championship is going to take place at Islip High School. So you're talking about a pretty tremendous home field advantage if Islip, ends up making it and potentially playing either Shoreham or Mount Sinai. So I know I wouldn't want to play Islip if I was one of those 2 teams, but we'll see. You never know on playoff time.
Yeah, so, I wish them luck. I think it's going to be a great run to the championship.
So in the D's, we have Mattatuck versus Babylon. So the winner of that game is going to get to face Coach Soper's Oyster Bay Bayman. So it should be an interesting game. Both teams have some quality players. I know Babylon in particular has some pretty high-level Division I commits. So you're talking about a team that, again, with the small schools, not very deep, but they're best players. I mean, they're going to play at some of the best schools around the country. So always great to tune into those games. They always draw college coaches because they got some quality players and that are playing at the next level. So watch out for your D championship in Suffolk County. And those are our predictions. That's how we feel. We'd love to hear your response, your thoughts, your comments, and your feedback. So we'll be talking about the girls shortly. And until then, hope you guys enjoy listening to our Suffolk County BC Bracketology.